Still for me as I'm doing this live. I am back for another what will probably be very rambly live if you saw the last one where I was talking about I don't know whatever the fuck I was talking about then. I don't know. But I have another thing that I have an idea. My brain is stuck on it and I just thought I'd come on here and get some feedback from you guys. So if you are interested in this or this seems like an idea that you have any ideas about, let me know in the comments, or that would probably be the best place. Just let me know if this is interesting to anybody. Hi. Because my brain keeps getting stuck on this idea, and I know that if I don't do something with it, it's just going to keep being stuck on it, and it's going to drive me fucking crazy. It's already driving me crazy. So, if you're on the last live, I am working on all of that stuff. I'll keep you updated on it. Okay, so I haven't even started yet, but you guys saw the title and somebody has already said, yes, please, I want a community. Okay, so here's the idea that I have. I have multiple ideas and I don't know, and I don't know when I would do this, and I don't know, I don't know, but here's where my brain is with it right now. From the last live, I am currently working on an extensive, and I mean extensive. This is going way beyond what I would have thought it would be. What I'm going to call a course in how to manifest, because I don't have another word for what it is. I am basically working on what I wish I would have found when I very first found manifesting, so that I could have understood it and started seeing results way faster than I saw results. So I'm working on that. I don't know when it will be done. I don't know what that's going to look like. I have no idea, because I thought I had the outline of what I needed to do, and now I have a whole nother thing that I'm adding on top of it. So it is in the beginning stages. As soon as there is more information on that, I will let you guys know. But the other thing that I keep getting stuck on is having some kind of a community. I know I don't want to go back into coaching. That's not something I'm interested in doing, but I am interested in having a community that does one of two or both of these things. The one that I keep going to is having a community where you don't ask questions, you don't come to learn how to manifest. You come being the person you want to be. So you have all the stuff you want and you have conversations with other people as if you have your stuff. So it's practicing being that person, if that makes sense. And then the other one is more of you can ask questions, and I don't want to be the one answering everybody's fucking questions. I want everyone to be in there answering everybody's questions so that we can all help each other and have a place of, support and community. I don't, like I said, this is what's bouncing in my head, and this is all I got. I don't know where we would do it. I don't know what it would look like. I don't know. But I know my first thing is, well, would anybody even want to do that in the first place? Because if the answer is, yeah, no one wants to do that, then I'm not going to sit here and try to elaborate on what that could look like. Sounds like a good idea. Love it. It's just an idea. Like I said, it's in my brain and it won't leave me alone. And I don't know what to do with it past that. It's this idea that I have in my head and it won't leave me alone. But seeing that multiple of you got on here before I even said what I was thinking and are like, yeah, that would be something I would be interested in. Okay, maybe that is something that I need to be open to and see where it goes, because there's a lot of things I'm seeing where it's going at the moment. So yeah. I want to say, even though I don't do tarot anymore, I've really been enjoying them in your older videos. Oh, thanks, Creator Mom. I enjoyed making those, and I haven't, I mean, I haven't even thought about going back to doing tarot videos in a while. But a lot of people, when I've been coming live recently, multiple people keep bringing it up. So let me know if you guys want me to do more tarot videos. Some people create manifestation communities, but joining it would cost something. So are you planning to do that too? It depends on what it looks like. If it costs me money to run it, then I'm going to have to charge you guys something to compensate for that, because I'm not going to run the whole thing and that would just be me being taken advantage of. I'm not fucking doing that. Like I said, I have no idea what this even looks like, and the fact that you're so obsessed with what it's going to cost, what is your fucking problem with money? I would look at that. Hi. So yeah, that's my current a lot of, I have no freaking idea what's going to come of it, but just ideas that have they've been bouncing in my head for a while. That idea has been bouncing in my head for a while, especially the idea of doing something where you get people together and have conversations or whatever as the person who has what you want. That came up on a live almost a year ago, was when that idea came to me. So it's been in my brain for a while. Do I practice revision? I mean, I do what I need to do to keep my mindset where I need it to be. Whatever you tell yourself is true is true. If you're gonna start oh geez, compart compartment compart compartmentalizing, is that the word? I don't think that's how you say it. But segmenting everything into, well, I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, and I'm doing that, and I'm doing that. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got. I just come on here and repeat myself, but yeah, I've had these ideas. I'm just curious what you guys think. If anybody would be interested, let me know in the comments. If you have any ideas, you can also put them in the comments. Well, is changing the past possible? Do I, is changing the past possible? Yes, the past is only the past because you're currently telling yourself that that's what happened. You're keeping that past real by telling yourself that that's what happened. Liz. Hi. Oh my god, Sonia, just came on YouTube to see your live. Don't know what you said yet. Need to rewind for your ideas. I will give you the short, quick version. I'm thinking about starting a community. I don't know what that looks like. That will go into the stuff I was talking about in the last video, and I did see your comment, and I appreciate that. I you were kind of reading my mind on what I was thinking of doing, but I'm thinking about also starting a community where it's probably going to be all the things, but I don't know. I don't know where to do it or what it looks like, or I don't know. But doing where we can get together and be the person who has the stuff that we want, and a place where people can ask questions, but as a community we can answer, so it all doesn't fall on me to be on top of everybody's shit. That's pretty much what I've said so far. And then someone asked me if revision is changing the past possible. Let's see here. So I've been affirming I'm so rich. Reality has to shift to match that, correct? Well, first you have to change to that. You can't just be telling yourself I'm rich and then when you have to deal with money, bitch, whine, moan, and complain about money. You have to change the way you view money. The affirmations will help you and they will get you there. That's what you need to go to instead of whatever you're used to telling yourself about money. And that's what gets reality to change. And that's what all that stuff I'm working on right now is hopefully going to help you guys understand on a deeper level, in a different way. Yeah. Basically, I'm going completely off the rails. I'm throwing all of it in the garbage and I'm taking what I know and everything I have experienced up until this point, and I'm going back to my past self and being like, what would I have to say to her to get this shit to click? What would we have to do and what would I have to say in order to make this shit click? Well, you know I love get-togethers. I figured you would think it was a good idea, so if everything is possible, it's possible to change the past with a person who was abusive once with me to have a healthy relationship. I just have to change the story. Number one, you have to make sure you're safe if you're dealing with an abusive situation. But whatever you tell yourself is true is true. That's how it works. And if you don't understand that and you don't believe that, I would not start with this situation to be what proves that to you. You're also going to have to look at what you believe about yourself, what you believe about relationships, what you believe about this person, what you believe about the past. You have to look at all of it. What you tell yourself is your experience. Everything you are experiencing is coming through the filter of what you believe to be true. I'm safe, just want to change the story because technically I manifested that as well. No. Yeah. You need to look at what you were believing about yourself and relationships and about people that you have this story in the first place. This is all about learning about you. It's all coming from you. It all starts with you. The way people treat you comes from you. Did it start with something? It usually comes from shit that started in your childhood. Where did you pick up these beliefs that led you to have the past that you had? And what now, being on the other side of it, can you just drop and let go? Because you're like, yeah, that used to be me, but fuck that now. I don't give a shit now. Seriously saying guys are crazy about me and saying it without a lot of detachment and wow, yeah, I'm seeing it. See? That's a great example of one of those. I'm just going to say it just for the fuck of it. And then it starts to happen and you're like, oh, yeah, I'm thinking that a lot. And now I'm seeing that that's true because that's what I'm telling myself. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And the more you do it and the more you start paying attention, you can't unsee it. Like, I can't unsee it now. Hey, Anna, how are you doing? It has been a long time. You can't unsee it. I see it everywhere, in everything. Always. Always. So true. Can't unsee, go back to sleep. Yeah. And this is where, I don't know why this has been in my brain recently, but people thinking that, you have a negative thought and you start back at the beginning. I guess it's just me going back through and thinking about, you know, if I were to teach myself how to do this from the beginning, how would I do it? And it's like one of the I had that was me for a while. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I'm starting back at the beginning. Oh, fuck, I'm starting back at the beginning. I've talked about that on here where I was like, I would start off the day feeling really good, and then by the afternoon I'd be like, oh, nothing happened. My manifestations have business hours. I've talked about that before. And you're not going back to the beginning because once you experience things, you don't go backwards. New things are coming into your awareness and you get to make a choice about it. Like, that's what it all comes down to, is learning to get good at realizing you have a choice in what you're going to tell yourself. I used to tell myself he was obsessed, but it backfired on me, but it's different now. This is where you guys have to, which this is going to be a part of the thing I'm working on too, is affirmations, and the affirmation means what it means to you. I don't like giving people affirmations because I don't know what's going to feel good to you or what that means to you. You're going to get what you think it means. If you're sitting there telling yourself, he's obsessed with me, he's obsessed with me, he's obsessed with me, and in the back of your mind you're going, oh, he's going to become a stalker, that's what you're going to experience. But if you're just like, oh, he's obsessed with me, like, he just loves me and wants to spend time with me, then that's what it means to you. Yep, same. I realize that people that teach this stuff say like the universe hears you literally, so I'm like, well, I better be saying the thoughts I want. Yeah. It is that, and it's that simple. I know it doesn't seem like it could be that simple, but it is. And the other big thing is not allowing it to be the end of the world when you have thoughts against what you want. It doesn't matter. Those thoughts are coming up. Just be like, yeah, no, I don't accept that. Nope. For me, it literally just became, it doesn't matter that I think this shit. Like, that's my solution, and it works. Thoughts are really important in manifesting if you believe them. They are not the power you are. Exactly. Your thoughts and what you are accepting is true is what is important. The rest takes care of itself because of who you are and how things work. Yeah, sometimes I use denial and redirect it to sometimes I will use denial and redirect it to what I want. Unless there's more to that, I don't understand the rest of that sentence. But yeah, that was how I started being aware of my thoughts, which I didn't realize that's what I was doing back then, but kind of. The problem was the person who taught me that trick didn't teach me to redirect it to anything else. So I just kind of caught things and then did nothing with it. And then that was how I ended up in the place. And I've talked to other people who've ended up in this place too, where it's like, oh, the problem is that I think all the time. If I could just stop thinking, then things will get better. And it's like, yeah, that's not the problem. It's absolutely not the problem. Oh, sorry. Yes, if you have a negative thought, I say no, then redirect to a thought I want to say no, and then say the affirmation I want. Yeah. I think it's manifesting with Kimberly, where she's like, uh, the thoughts that come up are just vehicles to other realities. There are other possibilities. Just because it comes up doesn't mean anything. And then, unless, like we were saying, you give it the power to mean something and you believe it. Oh, yeah, that's true. And well, that's true. And if that's true, then this is true. And then you've gone down the rabbit hole of how that's true. And it doesn't have to be true. It's only true because you decided it was. So, yeah. That is the stuff I'm currently working on. It is massive. It's gonna take me a minute, but like I said, I will keep you guys updated. Because it's something that it's not just like, oh, just do the thing. Like, yeah, I have to do the thing, but as I'm looking back and really thinking about what it would have taken for me to understand this stuff quickly, I'm creating something that I've never seen anybody else do anything like before. So I gotta just trust the process and go with it and see what happens. But I'm excited to share that with you guys. Looking forward to what you will be creating and sharing, Sonia. Me too. I'm super excited about it. I don't know. It's been interesting. It's been fun to work on, but it's also, like I said, I can't remember what I was watching, but I was watching something where they were talking about the Beatles documentary that Peter Jackson did. And they were talking about a part of it where they're talking in the documentary, the Beatles are talking about how someone was asking them something about the album, like what is it going to be called, or what is the song about, something like that. And they're like, we don't know yet. It hasn't told us. We just kind of have to go with it, and once we know, we'll let you know. And that's how I feel about this. Is like once I know, I'll know. It's there, it's just not there yet. So, what is your deal, sir? I'm gonna have to get off here in a little bit. It's been fun hanging out with you guys, though. So, if you got any last minute things you want to talk about, Jax is probably gonna want to go downstairs. He's over here being goofy. Do you know Squid Game? No. I don't know that. What are you doing? Are you being silly boy? Do you need to go outside? Yeah. Are you just happy? Are you just a happy boy? All right, everyone. I am going to get off of here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I am grateful for every single one of you. I will keep you updated as I have more updates on what's up and what I'm doing. I will keep you posted. Have a great weekend. Love and light.